Hey, everybody.
Hi.
It's good to see you again. You could tell I've got a new setup, got new camera, kind of rearranged some things around. You guys can actually see what I have
New husband.
up there now. No,
No.
same
Oh,
husband,
that's
same
right.
husband. So thank you guys all for joining me. Adriana was supposed to be on my stream tonight. She had some things come up, so we've rescheduled her for 2 weeks from tonight. So my husband is a fan of some of these flavored whiskeys. I've got some of these flavored whiskeys that I've bought. And so we thought we could put our combination of both of our stock together and try them all out and see what's good. And yeah, you'd think he never gets any attention ever.
All right.
All right. Let's see who's in here tonight who's willing to brave this with me. Christine Vasco. Cheers, Christine. Sipping McConnell's this evening. McConnell's is good. I like McConnell's. They've invested big time in the U.S. You're going to start seeing them a lot more. Magner, you can go. We don't need any dog hair in the whiskey.
Go.
Hey, Kathy Hughley. Dark Silky.
Dark Silky,
That's
good.
my favorite. That is my favorite peated Irish. John Grants, cheers for Stacy for doing this so we don't have to. They're not bad. I actually don't dislike flavored whiskey. Not all of them. Hey, Slapshot, good to see you. That's a good bar dog. Yes, it is, Andrew Butler, except that he can reach everything on the bar. So we kind of have to keep things away from his nose. He doesn't even have to get up off the ground. Cheers, Doug H. How are you doing? Hey, Marty with Whiskey Nose. Did you lose a bet? Why are you doing this to yourselves? Thank you, Ben. Actually, I do owe Ben a huge thank you. So unexpected to me on Ben's stream last night, they all got together and you guys got me to 400 subs. So followers. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I told you when I get to 500, I'm going to start a Patreon. I'll start doing, sample packs every month for people to win of all of this back here that you guys see me accumulate all the time. The other thing that I have been working on that I started is a merch shop. Finally got around to it. So I'm going to put it out here, see if I can pin it to the top. It's a work in progress. I tested a couple different places. Because the first place I ordered from, the shipping was ridiculous. I'm like, I'm not having people wait on that. That's ridiculous. I am still working on some glassware. Obviously, they're going to be 2 glasses. But as soon as I get that available, I'll get that out to everyone. So I wanted to get at least some stuff you could wear on St. Patrick's Day. It's coming up fast. Does your puppy walk in the parade? Christine, he has in years past. He was actually, how old was he? 18 months old?
Yeah.
He was
still big as a horse.
He was still, he was still big. But he was featured with our Irish club's Irishman of the Year, and he walked him in the parade. I think that was...
Did he get his picture in the paper?
He did get it. He's gotten his picture in the paper several times. I organized the Wolfhounds last year. So, yeah, he's getting a little up there. He's almost 6. So we try to kind of reserve what he does now, though. So there's not as much walking. He did last year. I don't think he enjoyed it at all. He didn't really like it. He's kind of over it. So
he's a big baby.
He is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
He's a huge baby.
Huge baby.
All right.
So what we got?
Let me know what you guys are all drinking. Please hit the like button. Weird startings with some of these flavored whiskeys. Now, I am actually not opposed to flavored whiskey. I think it has its purpose. It's great in cocktails. It's great just doing shooters. I throw them in tea all the time. That being said, some of them I like more than others. There's 2 flavors that you saw missing in our lineup. One is peanut butter whiskey, because you and I both like the heck out of that when we drink it all.
Yeah.
The second is Fireball.
It's not a whiskey.
I hate Fireball. Absolutely hate it.
It's a liqueur.
I'm not. You guys, I'm not doing it. You can't make me. I'm not doing it.
It's a liqueur.
Yeah, it's in the closet. I think we still have some, don't we? Do we still have a handle of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
For those that need it for whatever. Yeah.
Well, you like it in Angry Orchard.
Angry Orchard. Yeah. The angry.
You can say balls. It's angry balls. It's called Angry Balls. That's what
the told me to behave myself.
Yeah, that's what the bar.
So I can't.
I also told you we could do this live or in a video, and you said
You're not going to get me to say it. I said I do my best work with an audience.
With an audience.
But then she won't let me say some of the stuff that I want to say. So, yeah.
So I absolutely hate cinnamon. So I'm not doing that one. So we are going to start with the Irish one of the group, which is Jameson Orange. The light's not quite capturing it, but I actually picked this up. I thought it would be good with hot toddies. This is the liter bottle, or no, is that the liter? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
It's a bigger one.
That's the 1 liter.
And I blew through that one. And it actually is really good with Sprite or just with a hot toddy. I use it with the orange spice tea, put an orange with cloves in it. So we're going to start with Jameson Orange.
It's about 30. It's 30 proof.
It is. It's 30%. Yeah, you're right. It is 30%. Good call.
Or 60 proof, 30%.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, that's right.
But
this one released last year. You can find it in the U.S. pretty much every state, I believe. So we'll start with this one. And since we're doing stuff that is typically done in a shooter or a cocktail, we're doing them in shot glasses today. And so raise our glass first to Irish Rugby, Guinness Six Nations. Yeah. They won their match yesterday. So this one right on the nose smells like more like candied orange.
Yeah, but it's got the alcohol, the whiskey, you get the whiskey smell.
Yeah, you can smell the whiskey through it. You can smell the Jameson through it.
So,
all right.
It's good for a strong mixer.
Strong chip. So the nose on this one is more candied. The palate is not. And I think actually that's probably why it has not been as popular.
People, more of the rind, an orange riney flavor.
Yes, it's orange zest.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it has been off-putting to some people. It really is made more for cocktails. If you like that orange kind of zesty, it is good. It is good in old-fashioned. It's good with Sprite. I can tell you a little bit goes a long way. If you put too much in it, it's going to overwhelm everything.
Yeah, it's like tasting like chewing on an orange peel.
Chewing on an orange peel.
Very.
And that's exactly what it's like. Yeah. Or like a Tic Tac, like an orange Tic Tac. It's almost got a little chalkiness to it.
Yeah. Winter Jack. I've never had that.
Winter Jack? No, I have not. Kathy, what is Winter Jack? We have had the Jack Honey.
Jack Honey is good.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I don't think have we had the Jim Beam apple? I don't think we have.
No, Jim Beam apple I have not. There's a lot of recipes for Jim Beam honey, Jack. Well, wait, it's more
Hey, Jeff. Cheers to you. Thank you for joining me tonight.
The Jim Beam apple, and then the Jack apple. Little apple pucker, little cranberry juice. You got yourself like a Washington apple.
Yeah, you were making those. Yeah. Last night we were playing darts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean we buy several bottles of them. Obviously, we're sitting around just playing darts, doing shooters. I'm not gonna grab something off my shelf really nice. And these are perfect for that. These are absolutely perfect. Oh, it's a little spicy, so I put it in apple cider. Ooh, now that sounds good. All right, Winter Jack. Keep that in mind. We'll have to pick that up, definitely. That does sound good. Hush your mouth. Orange Tic Tacs are delicious. I cursed you now, Ben, because you watch. Next time you try that, you're going to get orange Tic Tacs. And I like, hey, Emily Chambers. There are people who do peels where you get your fiber. All right. So next on the list, which we obviously use quite a bit in cocktails, is Crown Apple.
Instead of the Jim Beam or the Jack Daniels. We
use the Crown Apple. Yeah, that's a handle. And I toss that in tea a lot. I'll use that for hot toddies quite a bit. That's why you have to buy a lot of it, because I go through your flavored whiskey as well.
Yeah. So
this one's a little bit higher proof.
I know. How dare us go with Canadian over the American Jim Beam or the Jack?
We went with
So-
what we had in the house. This is 35% and 70 proof, so it's a little bit higher. It's a little bit.
Yeah, the Crown Apple and cranberry, and you can add apple pucker to it, to give it a little bit of a
Yeah.
stronger apple taste. And yeah, it tastes like a Jack and Jolly
And
Rancher, apple Jolly Rancher.
You're more
Very
daring
dangerous.
about the cocktails, I will say. When
Yeah.
we go to restaurants, I'm kind of a wussy about that, and you're the one who looks at the cocktail menu and is more daring to try the cocktails
Well, I'm a
and
bigger
try to
guy. I need
try to mix them up at home.
I need it to go down faster.
I'm just, well, no, you're more creative about the cocktails, whereas
Yeah.
I don't have the patience or tolerance for it. But so Crown Apple is very appley.
It's how big's the bottle? The bottle's that's a
This is a
handle.
handle. This is
Half gallon.
175.
It should be a half.
Where do
gallon.
they put it on here? Well, where the flip? I don't know. Where the flip do they put it on here?
Let's see.
Oh wait, yeah, there it is at the very bottom. 1.75 liter.
That's about a half gallon.
So yeah, it's a handle.
Prescription bourbon.
Hey, prescription bourbon. You met him in Kentucky.
Yep.
All right, so Crown Apple.
Crown Apple.
Hey, cheers, Five Fingers. Hey, Steve. How are you doing, man? Oh, you missed the Jameson Orange. We're doing the Crown Apple now. It does smell really appley, but it's not like real apple. It smells fake apple.
Yeah, unless.
Well,
yeah, it's more of a
Like
sweet
a-
smell. It's
or like a red, like the skins of like a Red Delicious.
yeah, it's doesn't really have the whiskey smell to it.
No,
It's
that's
got
not coming through at
it's got a like a sweet apple.
Yeah, I got like Red Delicious.
And then I've had bottles before where there's a lot of sugar where it's hard to get the cap off because there's so much sugar that's built up
Yeah.
around the top, and it's just it's
Hey, Greg
it's
Anderson.
really really sweet.
Oh well, yeah, I know you know what the Jameson Orange tastes like. We've all had it. Hey, Peter White. Peter, I like some of these honestly. For cocktails and stuff, they're really good. Oh, looky, there's my neighbor. Hey, Jen.
Hey, Jen. Tell Jay I said I'll see
Hey.
him tomorrow at work.
Cheers, Gordon Murphy. Thank you for coming in. Living in an apple picking area, I have become an apple tasted snob.
I am too.
They're different. They really are different.
I drink ciders and scotch, so mostly, but I do love my apple whiskeys.
You do. You drink. You like this stuff, but then you also drink a lot of smoky scotch. You drink more. You're way more into scotch than I am.
Like I usually drink Magners instead of the Angry Orchard. Angry Orchard is way too sweet, but so when an Angry Orchard, I try to put like Fireball, maybe even like a caramel, caramel whiskey or caramel vodka in there, and it's really good. Captain Morgan's, apples and Captain Morgan, which is
that does work well together.
vanilla.
Yeah,
It's
that does
that
work well
vanilla,
together.
and then a little bit of caramel or cinnamon. You can make a really good cocktail out of those. So
This one I like because it's sweet, but it's not too sweet.
it's definitely sweet, but I mean,
But it's not like rot your teeth out sweet. It's not
Yeah.
over the top.
yeah.
Which one do I like so far? I actually think I like the Crown Apple over the Jameson Orange. The Jameson Orange is a little bitter. That being said, I use them both in tea, so I can't really say I like that one more in tea because if I'm not drinking orange tea, I usually grab the apple if I'm just mixing like an Earl Grey or something like that. Or it's good with chamomile. Apple, the Crown Apple and chamomile tea is really good too.
Christina Basco.
Hey, Christine. Yep.
So just my advice, if you order one at the bar, is order the beer and then the shot. At home, I would just pour it in the bottle. But if you don't order it that way, you won't get a full shot, or you're going to miss out on some of the beer or the cider as well.
Oh, cider with honey crisp apples. My goodness, that
Ooh.
sounds freaking delicious.
Brand woodpecker, huh?
Cider, not anymore. Oh, yeah, the Compass Box Affinity. We don't have that one yet. I did just get him the Orchard House. Yep, cinnamon whiskey and apple go together well, and you make a good apple cider recipe
Yeah,
with
yeah. So you take a full gallon of apple cider, and you mix that in with a full liter. No, is it a liter or a fifth?
it's a fifth.
Is it a fifth? One whole bottle of Captain Morgan's rum, 1/5 of caramel vodka, and you just mix that all together, and just
We take that to tailgate, so you put it in a big pot and just put it on your little tailgate.
we did that
grill.
for one Halloween. We ended up making 2 batches. It went so quick. So yes,
Well,
2
and our
gallons.
friends, they ditched their recipe and started making
Yeah.
yours instead.
Some
'Cause yours
didn't
was
make
so much
it.
better.
Some ended up spending the night at our house that night.
Usually people end up spending the night at our
Well, it was a
house.
party, so you know.
All right. The next I'm dreading because I know it's the one I don't care for.
But it's great. Everybody loves it.
I'll invite myself and the other Vasco over to hang out with you all. Christine, you guys are always welcome. Christine and the other Vasco are some of my favorite people from Cleveland. And I'll
Yes,
definitely
Cleveland.
let you know next time I'm up at Gormley's, which is I know near you. That place was packed for Six Nations. 9 o'clock in the morning. Got a bunch of Irishmen at the pub drinking. And thank you, Prescription Bourbon. Remind people, please hit the like button. So, all right, God help us. This next one. Oh, it's the one I don't care for.
I like it.
Oh, Crown Peach.
I like it. I mean, it is sugary. It's a lot sweet, but you know, it really gives you that essence, like it's a peach, because peaches are very sweet.
I could see this be good in like a summer iced tea, like a sun
Yeah.
tea, not like a southern tea, because you guys go way sweet on that. I think that would be overwhelming. But this one I could see being good in the summertime with tea.
Or with whipped cream vodka. It'd be like a peach cobbler.
Well, yeah. Would it be?
Kind of.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, peach ice cream, maybe.
Yeah. All righty. Sláinte.
Yeah, you really you can get the peach on the nose too. You're always so dramatic.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
But yeah, you really get the peach on the nose. Not really much more than that. No whiskey smell, no nothing like that. And I like it. And the peach comes really that comes through on the end.
It's very peachy.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Show us how you really feel.
I mean, if you like peach, I'm also I'm not a peach fan. I'm not a huge peach fan. If you like peach and you like sweet, I can see it being good in a tea. I have actually used it in some hot toddies with tea.
Yeah, we got the salted caramel coming up next, don't we?
So yes. So of these three, what's your favorite? What's your favorite so far?
Well, I mean, I like the apples. I mean, but
Apple's my favorite so far.
I think there's so much more you can do with the apples.
Jay is welcome to come over anytime, and I will throw his butt on a live stream anytime. Those are our neighbors right down the road that are friends with us. Ooh, we have a cocktail we come up with that uses Crown salted caramel, unfiltered spiced apple cider, and ginger ale. I never thought to add ginger ale to it. That's a good idea.
Danger Will Robinson.
Sounds, yeah. Peter White, I was just going to say you need like a metformin chaser with that one. Hey, 21090. Thank you guys for popping in tonight. So we just finished with my favorite Crown Peach, to which I am washing it away with Guinness. I'm using Guinness as my control between these. Ooh. That I like I said, I'm not a peach fan going in. So the odds of me liking that. Is Devin rocking a clutch shirt?
Can you see it?
Yes, he can. Yes, Devin is rocking a clutch shirt. How does that peach compare to schnapps, which is syrupy? It's not far off of schnapps, actually. I mean, it's not as
It's a little stronger than schnapps.
it's stronger in peach flavor, but it's not as strong as being like the sugary syrup. But I mean, if you get it on your counter, it's gonna be a sticky mess.
Yeah.
All right.
It's definitely got a higher alcohol. I think it has a higher alcohol content
Than schnapps, yeah.
schnapps.
Yeah, it does than schnapps.
But and fair enough. I mean, it is whiskey, so
yeah. Yeah, it's Steve. We're huge Clutch fans. We've seen him, God, probably a dozen times.
yeah. I got this at the concert at one of the concerts. I was like, oh my gosh, and it's my size. I was like,
yeah, we're big Clutch fans.
Well,
yeah.
I'm the bigger Clutch fan.
Yeah. All right. This one I actually really like.
So the salted caramel now.
That one is hard to get. So Crown Peach, I think everybody looked for Crown Peach at first, and now they've caught up. You can find that. We're in Ohio. You can find that liquor stores now. You went into the liquor stores this past week and found it. Salted caramel. That one is tougher to get. So this one is a seasonal item. Oh, there it goes. Crown salted caramel. This is a seasonal item that Crown offers. The entire state of Ohio did not get much. I actually wandered into a liquor store for that redbreast. Come back this way. Point to that red thing over there. Yeah, that. For the redbreast 12 bird feeder. I went in the store and stocked up on those. I just happened to come across as the store had just unboxed. They got one case, and that was it. So the entire state's already long gone of them. You're going to have more trouble finding this one, and I will say it is really good. So unfortunately, hopefully they'll, maybe they'll get to be like peach to where they'll up demand quite a bit.
Yeah, because when we first heard about peach, we actually had to go. We were down in Kentucky.
Actually, Tennessee.
It was Tennessee.
Yeah,
we had no way to go get Magner.
No, that was.
Remember, we had a couple of.
We went down for the football game because Magner was when we went to Maryland.
Right, but didn't we go down through?
No, we were coming back from Knoxville from the football game. Remember the football game?
Yeah.
When we went to the Vols game?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Against Georgia, yeah. I think we did see it on our way back from betting Magner too, though. Because remember we popped by that one liquor store.
Yeah.
Yep. Because you said that was the only time we'd ever seen another one. Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, they have
different stores today. Steve, what was the MSRP on that? Because you are out west. Hey, James Morgan. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining us. Oh, John, that Woodford shelf is sharp. Well, this Woodford shelf is a contribution from my neighbor that was in, his wife was in chat earlier. Yeah, who also helped my husband build all this behind me. My husband and his friend did all of this. So he donated this. So I actually have a place to put my bourbon because I can't find room. What you see this, there's
a whole nother.
There's three shelves over here.
3 shelves over here that have more than what's here. And then we have extra. We have a bathroom closet that is full of liquor also.
Yeah.
Which is, to me, is funny because somebody goes in there to use the restroom. You're like, I need to get a bottle.
Yeah. Like, get out of here. I'm making a cocktail.
Yeah. The closet's about half full too. So
best place to pee in the whole house. Because there's a good, 40, 50 bottles in there now at this point.
So
I keep adding more and more and more. But yeah, Steve, let me know what you saw them as out there. They only go for it's less than $30.
Yeah, like 34 or something.
We're in a control state, so the price is actually regulated on them.
Yeah, I think this the handle of Crown was 54. And I got a $7 rebate on that. So that's not counting the $7 rebate. So about 49 something, about $50 for a handle So
Yeah, so it's not terrible.
but I've noticed that Crown, what Crown does is like that peach when it first came out, they did like a lot of tester sites to see if it was actually any good, if people had an interest in buying that. And then, yeah.
But there you go. You want salted caramel Crown, Colorado Springs.
So, and then once it took off and people started wanting it, now Kroger, the Giant Eagle here has literally cases of it stacked up in front of the counter. Come
The
and get
peach,
it.
yeah. Jen, oh God. I'm over.
I'm not counting.
I'm over 200 at this point. I'm over 200.
I don't have enough fingers and toes.
And I got more coming. My whiskey club next week on Friday, I've already got it on the calendar, is releasing from Short Cross in County Down a peated Irish whiskey that is finished in cognac and orange liqueur casks, and it is bottled at 66%. So I will be buying as much as I can of that one. I have their, I picked up their Short Cross. They do a rye malt. It's at cask strength. It is flipping phenomenal. Hi, Jake. Thank you for jumping in tonight. It's good to see you. So we have been through half of these. Your favorites, the apple still?
Yeah.
That's my favorite as well. I like the apple. That being said, we're going to be trying the salted caramel. Like game changer right here.
It's still a mixer. I mean, in my book,
It is. It's one to be mixed, but it's still. I think
you could do a shot of it. I mean,
yeah, this one absolutely. This one I like, and it smells caramely. It does smell like caramel.
I don't know. It smells like apples. Or is it just my nose?
That's your nose or something.
It must be my nose. I still got apple.
Drink a Sprite. Well, no, that couldn't be it
because I just had the peach.
Yeah, you just had the peach. It would taste like peach. Oh, Jake scored a Sour Power signature. Oh, I would buy every one I came across. Those are getting harder and harder to find. Those are so good. That's the best discontinued bottle in the U.S. you can find. Oh, I never thought about that. That's a good idea, Steve, to keep it in the freezer. I never thought to keep. You could keep those bottles in the freezer because they're thick enough sugar content.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. That's a good idea.
Oh, alcohol doesn't freeze at that low of a temperature.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So.
Yeah. I never thought, God, that's a good idea. How did I not think of that? That's a really good idea. It's the little things.
What was that shot back in the day that had all the sugar crystals at the bottom of it? Was that like?
Oh,
was that like
what was
Aftershock?
Aftershock. Was it Aftershock?
That had all the sugar crystals growing on the bottom of it?
Yeah, somebody comment in chat. Was that Aftershock that had like the little sugary, and it was like a cinnamon?
Yeah,
but it wasn't like Fireball.
No, it wasn't like Fireball.
Looked for Powers Ride today, but no luck. Ohio is supposed to get it next week.
Oh, it's still available.
It's still available. God bless you guys for having to deal with that. Christine Vasco, Ohio is supposed to get it the second week of February. So I'm going to start hunting for it next week. I'll let you know if I find it. Ooh, Wild Turkey American Honey. Have we had that one?
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah. Yeah.
We should get that one.
Yeah.
We should get that one.
Wild Turkey's always good.
I do like Wild Turkey. Yeah. I do. The guys from Hello Again Whiskey Friends, Kelsey Dime sent me a sample of a dusty Wild Turkey, and it was my first ever Wild Turkey, and I really liked it.
It smells good. What's the triple blend?
Oh, I do not know. James Morgan, what is that?
Well, so we're going to be able to try this coming Wednesday. Me and Stacey are going to be able to try the Jameson triple.
Oh, the triple, the travel exclusive.
Yeah.
That I know Steve has had. Christine might have had it, but I know Steve has. Yeah, I'm excited. I have not tried that one. That one, Jameson triple is one along with Bushmills has one that's called 80/20. It's a PX finish, and those are only travel exclusives. So you can only get those in airports and duty-free shops. So We have a friend who has traveled
He
recently.
travels a lot.
Yeah, and he brought one home. We're hoping to get to Ireland this year. Back to Ireland, I should say, this year. Hopeful. We need a roof. That kind of takes precedent. Not a Bushmills honey, and not a fan. I liked it, but it's been years since I had it. I can't tell you they don't make it anymore. So you're probably not the only one in your thoughts on that one, Greg Anderson, because if people liked it, they wouldn't have done away with it. Ah, yeah, pretty dang tasty. I knew he'd had the triple. Yeah. Rossville Union Rye and ginger beer. I blame AC. I have a Rossville Union Rye that is a store pick, and all I get on it is dill pickles. And I don't know if that's indicative of Rossville Union or if it's just the one I happen to have. You need to travel and get one of those. Wow. I hear they're going to be having direct flights from Cleveland to Ireland here very, very soon. Because that would save us a trip out of here from having to go places. All right.
Here's the salted caramel.
Salted caramel. That's so good. That is so good.
Yeah. I mean, overall flavor. I mean, from start to finish, it is good. Yeah.
It's caramel, but it's not like
super duper.
No, it's not like caramel topping like ice cream. Like it's not that sugary.
Yeah.
It's just it's super caramely, but it's not over the top.
It's a very crisp salted caramel, not like a I don't know, like a Werther's original.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah. So.
No, that one's really good. I really like that one. Wish they made more of it. Oh goodness. I wish they made more of that. Might turn up one day from Ireland single pot sellers here. Ukraine. Oh, that's from them. Yes, they just started kicking out whiskey. Yes. Near Galway. Yeah, I believe those are, if I'm thinking right, that's the distillery that's owned by two Americans. Let me know, James, if I'm wrong on that. I thought that was it, but hey, Keith. Wheel Horse Bourbon, not bad for $28 is a good deal. India, all about recycling. We need to recycle.
And with St. Patty's Day coming up, the
40 days.
I know.
40 days.
40 days. The Irish Mules will be back with the Jameson and ginger beer. We went to Chicago once and they had those, and they were actually giving out samples of
in the liquor store, which we were blown away. You can't do that in Ohio.
Yeah.
Hey, Anthony. Cheers, Bourbon Fight. Anthony, I think you're going on tonight, right? Live at midnight, Eastern Standard Time. Let me know in chat if you are going on tonight. Yeah, that blew me away when we were in Chicago in the liquor store. We went.
It's like, is this a Costco?
Yeah, we went one stand,
Costco right now?
one aisle it was Jameson, and one aisle over it was Bushmills. Bushmills in the coffee. Yeah.
They give you like keychains and stuff like that.
I still have that T-shirt. I still have the T-shirt from that.
Yeah, that's amazing. Of course, they had to have security walk us out because we had bought so much liquor.
Yeah, lesson: if you're at the South Loop, Benny's, and you buy enough liquor, you will get an escort to your car. Living proof.
They won't push the card or anything.
No, they will walk you. So the homeless camp over there don't hassle you. But we didn't have any trouble at all. But
that's fun.
We tend to stock up when we're there, which I've already seen, and I'm really excited. We're planning on going. We have family that live in the Chicago area, and we're planning on going for the parades this year, for mostly the South Side, the South Side Irish Parade. Yeah, South Side Irish Parade. But I've already been scoping Benny's, and they have some Method Madness that I've been kind of eyeing. They have the 2 Japanese casks, and they have the rye and malt. So it's going to be one of those where, you need to warm up your credit card, because we tend to typically stock up on things we can't get here. Yeah. We're going to get an escort to the car again.
Yeah. Well, and someone that knows everything that you can't get here, she's going to buy it there and then bring it home. So
Hey,
I'll
all right.
guess.
So Anthony is, make sure you guys, if you aren't subscribed to Anthony or, check his stream out. He's going live at 9 p.m. Pacific time. It's midnight Eastern Standard Time. And Anthony has agreed to do a whiskey flight with me. I'm sending him, we're going to do a peated Irish whiskey flight. And the reason I'm waiting, Anthony, is because that short cross peated cognac and orange liqueur cask, I want to include that one in there. So you'll be one of the first people to try that one. And that's at cask strength. Hey, later, Christine. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Where's that?
Where's what?
The Connemara.
The Connemara is all the way over there in the corner.
Wasn't there a black one?
No. Well, we drank the black one.
Oh.
That was the 12-year. We drank that one. The regular Connemara we don't care for. That's why it's all shoved in the corner. Like a lonely little forgotten man over there in the corner. Egan's Conviction. I actually have not had that. Anthony at Bourbon Neophyte has had that, and he really enjoyed it. I have not heard anything bad about that Egan's Conviction. Egan's, honestly, I like the brand itself. I've had their single grain. I've had their PX Finish Fortitude. I've really enjoyed stuff from Egan's. I think it's priced very, very well. I don't know if you can reach that short cross bottle right behind you. See it right next to the Talnua and the MVR? The Middleton on the bottom shelf. No, on the left here. Behind you. The gray. Bottom shelf right beside the Middleton.
Oh.
It says short cross.
That one.
Yeah. This is one to watch for. That one, Anthony, you'll get to try. The peated version. So this is Short Cross. This is a newer distillery in County Down. This is a rye and malt. And the thing about this rye and malt and that Short Cross is this is 66%. They're pumping out all of this stuff in cask strength as well. So don't even he laughs, but he doesn't know what I paid to get that shipped here. So hey, Keith, Grace O'Malley. So yes, Grace O'Malley is kind of a newer brand, and they have the guy who is their master distiller. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's French. And I've been kind of, I kind of poo-pooed them at first because the bottle design and the stories and all the marketing kind of looks a little gimmicky. I did get to participate in a Grace O'Malley tasting. I got a sample kit of their stuff. And it's pretty good. I mean, for the price, it's actually pretty freaking good. The one that they have that they also own the brand, I don't know if it's still over there, if you can reach it.
Which one?
Beside Dublin Liberty. It's the Proclamation. On the other side of the Dublin Liberty. On the, back wall. Yeah, you see it?
What is it?
The one on the other side of that called Proclamation.
Oh.
Sorry, thank you. So Proclamation. This is owned by Grace O'Malley. This is a blended Irish whiskey. This one is 40.7% alcohol. This actually, for a blended offering, is pretty freaking good. I've been pleasantly surprised by their stuff. I mean, like I said, if you look aside from it's kind of a little bit gimmicky, the marketing they have, the whiskey itself is good for the price. I mean, I've kind of liked it. James Morgan, the Short Cross. Yeah, check out Short Cross. Short Cross and Copeland are two big County Down distilleries that are up and coming. County Down's a big one. County Down is becoming a hot spot for Irish whiskey here lately. There's so many good distilleries there, but the stuff they're producing is getting a lot of attention. Egan's Fortitude, Century, and 10 haven't encountered the Conviction yet. I like the Fortitude. I have not had the 10. Disappointed by the Proclamation. I liked it, but you have to know going in. I mean, it's a $30 bottle. And so it's not going to You know, it's not going to be anything like your Redbreast 12. I was comparing it to basically like Jameson. As opposed to Jameson, I would drink that all day long. I would much rather have the Proclamation myself. I'm not a Jameson fan though. I did 2 blind flights of budget Irish, and Jameson finished last. Carries the conviction. There you go. Total Wine does. We saw that when we were in Lexington. Hey, Sugar Kitty. I'd rather have the Jameson. There you go. There's the difference. Yeah, if you're a Jameson fan, you might prefer that. I don't care for the Jameson. That's not one I'm going to collect. I have actually had the Grace O'Malley rum. I've had their blended and one other one, and I can't for the life of me remember which one it was. I liked the rum. It's a little different, but I did like it. I thought it was priced accordingly. If some of these brands are starting to blow up in prices, especially looking at you, Irish distillers, and it's just ridiculous. I don't know that it's worth it. What do you think? You drink scotch, so your stuff is always blowing up like crazy.
Yeah, it's always going up in price. But then again, we were just at the store yesterday, and even soda is up to like $8, almost $9 for a 12-pack. So everything's going up. So
Ben, I would buy Hellcat Maggie over that swill. I mean, come on. I have had it. I tried it before I knew a whole lot about it, before he started punching old men in bars and people started running him over on the street when he was biking. And we hated it. Proper 12.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we hated it.
Yeah. It's just not.
It's metallic vanilla. That's all it is. We're in a position, a friend of ours actually owns an Irish whiskey brand.
It's probably not real vanilla.
Is that real vanilla? No, it's not real vanilla. God, no.
Vanilla.
So we're in the unique position. A friend of ours was actually making an Irish whiskey, sourcing whiskey for his brand at the same time. And they actually had to revamp what they were doing because someone, named McGregor came in and bought all the cheap casks from Bushmills.
Yeah.
So everything that wasn't good enough to be a $20 bottle of Bushmills, he bought. So they had to kind of rethink what they were doing and come up with a different kind of plan for their whiskey. So yeah, just to and they actually didn't. When he said Whiskey Live there that year, they ran into the master distiller, the blender that made that, and asked him like, "Oh, you got it done. What do you think?" And he said, "This stuff is shite."
Yeah.
That's not real good praise coming from somebody that's affiliated with the brand.
I mean, when you're working with the lowest grade product and to try to make a better product out of it, it's not going to be good.
Ben, I would pick Jameson before you even got the gun out of the pocket. Jameson isn't bad. It's just not my preferred one, but it's not bad at all. The other one, I might wrestle you for the gun.
I mean, all the major ones, I'm more. I would drink I would drink a Powers before.
Powers is always good. That's always a good choice. Dunville's is another one. Always a good choice. Dunville's is awesome. Dunville's is awesome. But what is the one that actually you and I both hated that Brandon gave us? Was Johnny Walker Black Label.
Yeah, Johnny Walker Black.
So a friend of ours, someone gifted him a bottle. He hated it enough that he gave it to us. We ended up doing, whoever lost at darts had to do a shot of that.
A shot of Johnny Walker Black. I just don't know I don't know.
It's something with Johnny Walker because I've had the blue too, and I wasn't.
Yeah, I've had Johnny Walker Blue, and I've had some of the higher end Johnny Walkers, and they're really, really good. But I wasn't impressed by the blue either. That black was. It was horrible.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. It
was like an ashtray.
Oh God, no, it wasn't even that. It wasn't a good ashtray though. Yeah. It was like somebody smeared something bad in the ashtray before you licked it.
There's a good ashtray.
Yeah.
It's good information to know.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly, AZ.
Yeah. It was bad. And you would really think that something
Yep.
from Johnny Walker.
Exactly, Super Chief.
Exactly.
When AZ, you missed on me drinking one of my shots out of my Modine's here shot glass. He'll appreciate that. But yeah, I could not do it. No, it was just, oh God, it was bad. It was so bad. You know, Kathy, I like the Jameson, the Bow Street, the 18 stout, or not the 8 stout, the 18 cast strength. I do like that one. I'm just not a big fan of the Jameson line in general. Actually, I like their distiller safe too.
I like the Black Barrel.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
the Black Barrel's good.
Yeah, the Black Barrel is very good. I would drink the Black Barrel all the time. That is very, very true.
Hanging AZ.
Yeah. Bias towards powers as disrelated. Hey, we have another friend who's actually has a real connection to the Powers family as well.
Yeah.
So Jameson is going to be. You want to go grab another bottle for me? I'm sorry, I'm just sending you. You're like literally here to fetch things for me. See the single pot still right beside the distiller safe, the 3 white labels, and it's just to the left of that. I'm so sorry. So this is one I was not sure was going to be released in the US, but it is. Hey, Jeff, thank you so much, buddy. Just hold it and it'll. There you go, Jameson single pot still. So this is going. I just heard this is planning. They're planning on a US release for that. That is the first Jameson single pot still in, I think, like 70 years, 50 years, something like that. It's pretty good. If they keep it at a reasonable price. I'm concerned that it honestly don't pay. If they put that is more than Redbreast 12, I will be pissed. Because it's good. It ain't that good. Dark and stormy in the tumbler. That sounds like a beer. Hey, cheers, Isaiah. Thank you for joining us tonight, man. All right. Our last one is an actual whiskey by definition. This one is 40% ABV. This one is actually Kings County Distillery honey flavor whiskey. And I know that the label is not going to be able to pick up. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's got to be blinded.
Here, I miss it.
Here, you want? Yeah, it's probably going to be. Maybe just hold it still. Hold it still. No, it's going to be blinded.
Yeah.
You guys know.
Well, look how clear that is.
Yeah, it's super clear. And it's got this like must at the bottom. It's a little, you can kind of see the must. So this is the one of only 2 bottles that I own from Kings County. And a friend of mine in New York picked these up for me. The other one is, what is it? Grapefruit jalapeno?
Yeah, grapefruit jalapeno.
No, I only hated their Irish style poaching that they make here that can't even qualify as Irish style poaching because of or Irish style whiskey poaching, because number one, poaching ain't whiskey. And they got yelled at. You know what? They backed off, didn't they? So let me tell you, Irish Whiskey Guild has enough or Irish Whiskey Association, sorry, has enough lawyers. They'll back off. Looks like moonshine. It's not quite as clear. Does have a yellowish tinge to it. And it does smell like honey.
Yeah, definitely.
Dark and stormy is similar to a Dublin mule. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds yummy. God, this smells like legit, like real honey, like a fall honey.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it really does.
I'm gonna hair it. Yeah, it smells like real honey, like raw, like farmer's market honey. Oh, I'm excited. I like this one. I've only busted into this one a couple times because I know I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to pull some favors to get another one or go to New York.
Yeah, it really looks like a rustic.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you can kind of see I don't know if you can see the sediment, but there's all kind of sediment in the bottle. So I mean, I also had a problem with the labels of the Kings County because I'm like, yeah, $50.
Greg's leaving.
Hey, Greg. Thank you for jumping in. I appreciate it. Enjoy your dinner tonight. Yeah, because you don't know anyone in New York. I know I say the same thing you've been. You don't know. If only you knew somebody in Ohio. All right. Cheers. Did I put yours in that one? Or did you switch it?
No.
Oh, be darned.
It's such a small glass.
It is. I like that. This one, you taste the whiskey. The whiskey is actually the first thing you taste in this one. And it's the first one out of all these that I get the whiskey first.
Yeah. Yeah. Honey comes at the
Yeah, that honey finishes.
It's very light honey. It's a very light honey. It's not,
It should be made with Gosling's rum as they copyrighted the recipe and make a fuss if any other spirit is used. Any other whiskey flavor whiskeys? Well, as whiskey flavor whiskey goes, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
And the honey keeps going.
Yeah. It's still there. So, yeah. It's very light. It's very refreshing. Something I'd probably do on like a hot summer day outside. It's because it's so light.
I could see this too.
What's the proof on that?
This is 40%, so 80 proof.
80 proof?
80 proof.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like it's 80 proof.
No, it doesn't at all. But I like that you can taste the whiskey in this one. I have not gone to this a lot as much as I do want to try a hot toddy in that one. Because I do think it'd be really good. Just using that, honestly, if you use that in a hot toddy, you would not need to use any honey at all. No, AZ. Since most of these, I think, are designed to be shooters and cocktails, we're doing shot glasses this time. No. But I like that one a whole lot. That's been my favorite so far.
The grapefruit jalapeno. That's a little rough. I think it'd be good in like a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, to me, it's not super spicy, but it tastes a little. It does have that bitterness and sourness from a grapefruit, but then it's just like eating a pepper.
Yeah, like I said, it'd probably be good and great.
That's what I think. And we just have a tiny, like a little bottle about that size.
It's about half the size of that one. Yeah, it's just a small one.
We also have one, and maybe Ben, you might have tried them. That actually is not a flavored whiskey. It is actually a spirit made from fruit. So we have it's called smoked pineapple. I think it's Matchbook or something like that. It's in New York State. And they actually distill spirit from freaking pineapple and then smoked it. So it totally tastes. I was going to put it in this plate, but it tastes so funky and weird. I left it out.
Yeah. There are some other ones. There's a lot of other flavored whiskeys that are really, really good. And not all are made. Not all are made from Crown, but.
No, but a lot of them are. Crown have really gotten into the game of making those flavored whiskeys. So what we were talking about the peanut butter. What's been your favorite of the peanut butter we've tried so far?
What was the one with the squirrel?
Was it Screwball?
I think Screwball was really good.
Screwball is a good one.
Yeah.
What was the one we had? It looked, I can't remember the name of it, but it looked like a carnival bag of peanuts. Like it had the red and white little container. Yeah, I really liked that one, but it didn't taste like natural peanuts. It tasted like those peanut candy like you would get. Like that one was pretty good.
We haven't done an empty bottle. I was on the bar with the whiskey.
It's still there, the butterscotch one? Yeah, it's still over there. You want me to grab it?
I got it.
Okay. Yeah, it's on over by the bag. That one is a good one. Plantation Stiggins Fancy Pineapple Rum. Andrew, I have not, but I do want to get the Teelings finished on that because I've heard that is absolutely phenomenal. So this one, circus peanuts. Yes, Sugar Kitty. It tastes just like circus peanuts. It was really good. I mean, it did not try to be real peanut butter. It knew it's a freaking flavored whiskey. It's not going to be real. But I really liked that one. This one, if you get a chance to try, this one, a friend picked this up for us. It's a small batch from a distillery in Florida. And I'm looking, List Distillery in Fort Myers, Florida. This is Mr. Tom's Butterscotch Bourbon. This stuff is really, really good. This is also...
That's why it's empty.
Yeah, that's why it's empty. This is 40%, 80 proof. This one I love because, again, you can get the whiskey through this. You get the whiskey first, but you get the butterscotch notes in there. And I've actually got to order you more because I put probably hurt on this as well.
Yeah, that's got that flavor of like the peanuts in the shell, not like the peanuts from like a Planters peanut, but more of the actual like that sort of flavor.
Yeah, this tasted like real butterscotch.
Yeah, it really
like real homemade butterscotch.
Yeah.
And this one was good. This is a small batch distillery. This was, you had bottle 207, a batch 4. And a friend of ours introduced us, and I really do need to get, good thing Valentine's Day coming up.
I mean, it just had a really good, like a salty.
Yeah, it was a little. Like salty and sweet and peanuts. But you could still get the bourbon through it. That's what I liked.
Butterscotch.
Yeah, I appreciated that. Some of them, I don't like that when it's all the flavor and you can't get any. I do like the ones that you actually can get whiskey in it as well. If it's going to be a flavored whiskey, let us taste the whiskey. And that one, I really do like that one. I got to get you another bottle of that one. Sounds like Belmont Farm Copper Kettle Butterscotch Whiskey.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
That sounds really good. Andrew, where is Belmont? Is that in Kentucky? Belmont Farm Copper Kettle Butterscotch Whiskey. Yes, that was it. PB&W. Yes.
Yeah.
That was it. I really liked that one myself. That one went against the grain. You have so many of them that are trying to be like real peanut butter. That one said, screw it. We're not real peanut butter. We're going to make it taste like peanut candy. I really like that one. I'm curious to know where Belmont Farm Copper Kettle Butterscotch Whiskey. All right, so your favorite of the night.
Virginia.
Virginia. Okay. So which one was your favorite out of all of them?
I still like my apple crown, but the honey one too was really good too. I mean, the apple is just a blast of flavor in your mouth, and then the honey is more. What'd you say?
That's what she said.
That's what she said. All right, yeah, and the honey is very subtle, and
it is. It's more subtle.
It's subtle. It's good. There's no bite to it. It goes down really, really smooth.
So I think I had the same two favorite as you. I like flip flopped. So I picked the honey as my favorite because you could taste the whiskey through it, but also the finish I think was longer. That's also a reason I think I liked it the best.
You know what? And actually, James Morgan said, "Do they state sugar content? It could be a liqueur."
They don't.
They should.
They should, and 100% honestly,
100% they should, because you got a lot of people nowadays that are diabetic.
I agree.
And need to watch their sugars, and that should be on there.
Oh, it's an outstanding point. And I get up on my soapbox. I think if these guys, they are going to call these flavored whiskey, they should be 40 proof or 40%, 80 proof. And it's just my 2 cents. I know that most of these aren't intended to be used as neat pours, but that being said, especially Jameson, my God, 30%.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, so I mean, you need some kind of sugar to actually make alcohol anyway. to get the whole fermentation process and all that stuff going. So there's got to be a lot of sugar in the alcohols as it is, and then you're just going to dump more sugar into a flavored whiskey or a flavored any flavored cocktail, whatever. You're looking at a lot of sugar, especially to cover up the whiskey.
Well, and that's the thing. I think they're bringing the proof down with all that flavoring.
Yeah. Well, of course, that's why the proof is lower than a whiskey.
Yeah.
So,
I wish that more were like this Kings County, that were actually a 40. I think 40 would be good if they're going to call it whiskey. But that being said, again, I mean, these are meant for different purposes.
Yes.
A lot of these are they're not meant to be drank as a neat pour like we do. They're meant to go in cocktails, be done as shooters. They're meant for a different purpose.
Right.
But so I had the same two as you, but I flip-flopped them. So the honey was my favorite because of the longer finish on it. The apple was my second as well. I'm surprised you liked the apple. I thought you would like the caramel.
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying,
no,
but the apple's my favorite.
Yeah, the apple's a really good medium of the road for as far as sweetness.
So it would be, for me, would be the apple, the honey, the salted caramel, the peach, and then the orange peel Jameson.
Yeah, that was total orange.
Yeah,
zest on that one.
So
hey, Dan, cheers to you. Thank you for jumping in tonight.
The Deathless Dogs.
Deathless Dogs. Yep, that's Dan. So Dan is one of our friends in Wisconsin, which we have a few friends in Wisconsin that are our concert friends that we've known for a long time. So and we'll have to get a hold of them. We haven't talked to them in a while. I'll have to let them know we're going to be in Chicago. Well, thank you guys all for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. Check out, we have at 9 o'clock tonight, Livewire Whiskey. At midnight tonight is Anthony Bourbon Neophyte. 8 o'clock, I think it's Bourbon Nights going on. I'm not 100% sure.
Hi, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. I just saw Debbie earlier tonight. Hi, Debbie. Hey, Paul. I am going to have, so next week is Leanne from Scotch on the Bayou. She is coming on next week, I should say, to do a flight with me that's really cool. It's from Blackwater Distillery, and it is a historic Irish whiskey mash bill flight. So we're going to be drinking mash bills that are from as far back as 1838. So that's going to be really, really cool. I'm excited to share that with her. Again, in 2 weeks, Adriana is going to come on, and she's going to drink some samples that I sent to her back in May. So there's going to be it's going to be interesting because I've got to dig up those bottles. It's been so long since I sent them to her. I do know I sent her some Pachin. This was also before I knew her as well. So I sent her some stuff I already know she's not going to like. And then after that, I think maybe a week, 2 weeks after that, we're going to have I'm going to switch and do an 8 o'clock stream because we're going to do a live wire whiskey pregame, and we're going to do an Irish whiskey battle with Shayla from Whiskey Central and Mike Stahl from Livewire Whiskey. I sent them both a flight of Irish whiskey, and I said I'll give $5 to anybody who can name any one of the bottles in it. And I know I'm going to be keeping my $5 because they haven't tried any of it. So it's going to get really interesting in the next few weeks. I'm super excited. 40 days from St. Patrick's Day. Thank you guys all. Like I said, if you get a hold of your friends, family, push me to 500. I'm going to start a Patreon. I'm going to start giving away some stuff to you guys. Thank you all. Make sure you subscribe to all the great channels in here tonight. Follow them all tonight. They're all going live. There's Anthony says 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. midnight Eastern. And I will talk to you all later. Sláinte.
Sláinte.